It is a gorgeous Oregon evening. You are the most hardcore of the hardcore to be out here in the rain. You go! Standing in the cold, in the rain, in January, gay and straight together from all over the state. Why are we here? We are here to defend equality. We are here, that's right, we are here to tell out-of-state, anti-gay, right-wing groups that they cannot bring their intolerance to Oregon.
Oregon's domestic partnership law gives gay couples in caring, committed relationships the rights and legal protections that what? They deserve. Now, the out-of-state anti-gay groups, they failed, people, they failed. Like Becky said, you don't get a do-over in this game, you blew it.
So, let me give you a little bit of background on this lawsuit. In late December, a federal court issued a temporary restraining order which prevents Oregon's domestic partnership law from going into effect until about February 1st at the latest.
My name is Erin Sexton-Saylor, and I'm here tonight with my beautiful wife, Melissa, and our 2-year-old daughter, Vivian. I am, as she mentioned, pregnant right now. I'm due in May with our second little girl. And when HB 2007 passed, we were really excited because that was one less thing we had to worry about. And now we're back in a place of not knowing.
I want to introduce the Edwards family. Keith and Antoinette Edwards.
It's great to be here this evening to see people that are really committed and concerned about an issue that we really shouldn't be even addressing today. We have a lot of other things that we could be doing, but there's nothing better than we could be doing than to make sure that people have their basic rights. This is an issue that is close to home for us because we do have a son who is gay. We love him and feel that he has the same rights and should have the same rights of every individual in this country. We must continue to defend equality wherever we go and everywhere we go.
Yay, that's my boo. And what I'd like to leave you with is a quote from a rabbi, and it says, simply put, there is now no one religious view on these issues. From my religious viewpoint, each day that our state's laws permits discrimination against lesbians and gays, it is an affront to God. It's time to stop standing in the way of the holiness of equality and equity. Thank you. Continue to struggle.
Domestic partnerships provide basic rights, human rights, and the ability for families to protect themselves. As a religious leader, I cannot live in a world that condemns people to a second-class life. Jesus simply felt compassion for other people's needs. There was no test.
So let's welcome Elisa Simmons from Brother to Brothers.
Today we stand together as we near the pinnacle of the civil rights movement of the 21st century. As Black, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender people, and allies of diverse backgrounds, these days seem all too familiar to the struggles fought by pioneers of equality that came before us. Unlike our opposition, we have learned much from those pioneers. We stand here together because we have learned that we must stand together. We've learned that justice is not always swift, and we've learned one important thing our opposition just refuses to believe. We learned that at the end of this struggle, we shall overcome. We shall overcome. And we stand together today to send our opposition this very simple message. You will fail again. You will fail again. In the words of the great Mahatma Gandhi, first they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, and then you win. We will win, everyone. We will win.
The woman who's going to follow me right now is one of the most fabulous women in our state, Governor Barbara Roberts.
be silent while out-of-state fundamentalist fanatics like the Alliance Defense Fund attempt to use the federal court system to interfere with Oregon's Constitution and our state laws. Three, we expect this nation's federal courts to respect and protect the states' rights of all 50 states to control the election, voting, and initiative systems of their own states. The February 1st federal court hearing on Oregon's new domestic partner law is about all three of these crucial issues. Yet, in addition to those three major principles, this federal judge has set forward the most illogical premise that this Arizona organization and its allies would suffer irreparable harm if Oregon's domestic partner law takes effect. Give me a break. The real harm in this delay and his intrusion is to the committed Oregon couples, the families, their children, whose emotions, whose lives, whose legal rights are being treated as if they are disposable citizens. But we will not be discouraged. We must not be. Our cause is just and it is right. It is worth every effort we have made in the past, and when we are so close to success, our every effort will count over the next weeks and months. This is not simply a gay issue. This is an Oregon issue.